Let's talk more about those 3 C's of executive presence that you mentioned: career brand, communication skills, and credibility. How did you develop this framework? And is there one that they should focus on first when a leader's trying to build their executive presence?
I think communication is always going to be an important piece of the workplace, like we talked about earlier. So communication, for sure, I was like, that is definitely one that is part of executive presence. Career brand is also really important, and I think something that people again don't think about as much. But I think knowing what your brand is, being intentional about that, doing things like creating a UPI, that is going to be a critical piece of that. And then again, credibility, knowing that you can do good work, that you know what you're talking about, that you are an expert in your domain. All of these things contribute to executive presence and modern day executive presence, I should say, because a lot has changed from 10 years ago and how 10 plus years ago, actually, and how people see executive presence. A study in HBR showed that there used to be features like forcefulness or like physical attractiveness were executive considered parts of executive presence back then. Now it's things like, oh, I'm listening to learn. I know how to own a Zoom room. I am authentic. And so I wanted to change the definition a little bit of executive presence, or rather have people think about it a little bit differently because the world is different now than what it was 10 years ago. And so that's where I came up with this three C's.